Hey friends, just a heads up. In this show, we touch on mental health and some other heavier topics. Nothing too intense, but we want you to take care of yourself and those who may be listening with you. Also, all opinions are our own and not affiliated with 21 Pilots in any way. Listen with care, and thanks for being here.
Putting on a podcast.
Hey there, welcome back to Clickbait.
Hello, welcome back.
Big day tomorrow.
Yeah. I forgot. Tomorrow as you hear this.
Tomorrow as you hear this, yes. Big day. Why is it a big day? What's coming out?
The new album, I can't wait.
Of course, we heard it already, but that's
did.
okay.
But not because of leaks.
No, and we'll get into that in a minute, but it's so good, right?
So good. I can't wait to be able to hear the words for real. And
I'm a visual guy.
really
I need to
listen
read
to
them.
it.
As I hear it, I need to read them. And it was kind of hard to hear at the listening parties.
It was really hard to hear at the listening parties.
I don't know why they didn't just crank the volume. Like, I guess they have other customers, but what do they matter?
I think that's...
It's a 21 Pilots listening party, right?
Our first one, I think they could have turned it up because there wasn't really that many other people in there to begin with. So...
Well, anyway, welcome back, everyone, and we're so glad you're here. The numbers have been looking good. Followers are looking good. You have a quick update just off the top of your head?
Yeah, we're well past 400 on Instagram. We have pretty close to 450, I believe.
Dang, that's crazy.
I have to double check on that. I might be wrong, and I don't want people to be like, wow, you're way off.
Yeah. We went to your page and you only have 442.
Sorry, just kidding. 416, not 50.
Well,
maybe I was thinking of 20.
You round up a little bit.
You know,
I'm okay with that.
I might be thinking of TikTok because I think we're really close to, we're one away from 850 on TikTok. So that's why I was thinking 50.
Dang.
So yeah, we're getting there. I think I still only have like 32 on Twitter, but I really distanced myself from Twitter. I really don't like what's happening over there. So
yeah, it's
I really just go as a viewer at this point. There's people that I follow that have really good info, and I feel like the boys, they post a lot more on there than they do the other socials, or they post there first at least. So
it's really weird. They kind of just pick and choose. Once in a while, they'll just show up on Instagram exclusively for a day, and I don't know why they do that. It's hard to follow.
Twitter's consistent though. They consistently at least post there every time. So
yeah, it's the OG for this kind of stuff, so I get it.
Yeah.
Well, should we jump right into our listening party experiences?
Yes, but let's disclaim here for those of you who are freaking out, we're not going to spoil anything.
Nope.
We will not be talking about the songs in any detail whatsoever. So this is a safe space. You can listen here.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do any spoilers. People are very worried about the spoilers, and I don't know how you haven't by now. Like I'm not even trying to avoid or trying to find, and I've seen them. So
I think it's kind of crappy if you're going to go and if you recorded the thing, I commented on something on this on a group. You're allowed to do that. This was a sanctioned event.
Well,
from the band and from the label. You're allowed to record it for your personal use. But if you go and post it and then people are just scrolling and they can't help but see it, that's kind of crappy. Like, don't do that.
But at least put a spoiler slide on there. People said like put 2 or 3 spoiler slides to, give people a chance to not have to see it. But there were actually some venues that said there is no recording allowed. Our 2 venues did not say one word about it. So I got a little flack on social media. Somebody was very angry with me. One person was very angry with me. For a couple of things. We don't need to go into that, but they were upset that I was doing the live stream. And I just want to be clear. I was live streaming for those that couldn't make it. And I got a lot of thank yous, a lot of appreciation from people that were happy they could at least hear it, because for whatever reason, we actually had one person who told me their just anxiety is just too bad. They wouldn't be able to make it because they don't know what to expect. They didn't want to call the store because They have anxiety about that. So it was just too much for them to make it. And I was happy to be that person for them, that they were able to hear it because of me. So us.
Well, listen,
So
you have the ability to not click on someone's live. If you're just scrolling through and you have your sound up, you don't have the ability to miss someone's post right away. So if you wanted to hear nothing, that's fine. But you don't have to click on someone's live. And if you're that worried about it personally, don't put your sound on while you're looking at Instagram and TikTok for the weekend. And
yeah, absolutely. Turning the sound off is key. On.
All right. Well, we had the pleasure of going to 2 of them.
Yes, we did.
Which also sparked all kinds of reaction.
Holy moly.
How dare you go to 2 of them when I can't go to 1? Listen, people, they're free events. We carved time out of our schedule to go. We drove quite a distance to go to 1 because we are freaks and we wanted to. Like, that's our prerogative. It's a free event. Some of them were busier than others. Some had a wristband line system, whatever. Ours did not. So we went to 2. Sue us.
Yeah.
I mean, we really wanted to listen to it twice.
Well, that's not what people were getting upset about. And we'll get to that a little bit later on because we have an announcement to make.
Yes.
As the show goes on. They were upset about the picture discs, which we'll chat about that a different time.
We'll get into that.
Yes, we did get different ones. We got several different ones. And I have to say, we've seen so many people selling them online that I don't feel bad anymore. I actually kind of felt bad after this person like really ripped me to shreds.
I don't feel bad at all.
But I actually don't anymore because that's not what our plan was to do. We are collectors. I want them for our personal enjoyment. I mean, if you look over there, how many Clancy variants do we have? I don't know, probably like 12.
Too many.
Too many.
Some may
But it's
say
because
too
I
many.
like to collect them and I think it's so fun to see all the different styles and different patterns, and it's a collection thing. I'm not trying to sell it. I'm not buying it for our personal greed or anything of that nature. So I'm not going to go into the whole story because I already did online.
Yeah, we have a lot to get to here.
We have stuff to get to. But anyway, that's why they were upset. Not that we went to 2, but that we were taking spaces for other people to get picture discs.
Whatever. Well, we went to one in New Hampshire, which was well attended, but not sold out by any means. Plenty of extra posters and whatnot. So if you were able to get there, you would have gotten a chance at a raffle for the picture disc.
Right.
We had 4 people in our party, so we had 4 tickets.
4 tickets. They had
life works.
48. They were allotted 48. I feel bad. Some people said their venue is only allotted 5 total.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
like 1 of each, basically. That's a huge bummer. Luckily for us, we picked one that wasn't that way. We didn't know ahead of time. We had no clue that that's what we were getting into.
To the record.
We just went to listen, and I know that our kids each wanted one specifically. So I knew that if we were able to get picked, we would buy those for them. And I have a feeling that we would have gotten picked again because there weren't that many people there and there was enough discs.
Yeah.
But we told them not to choose our names because we already got 2 and that was fine. So anyway, we're going into this too much.
This is no one's business either, but one of our kids has a job and he's going to buy it with his own money.
Yeah.
So.
It's not their business.
Yeah,
anyway.
It's whatever.
All right. Leak listeners.
Well, anyway, yeah, we went to one in Boston, which was much more exciting, loaded with people. I think the My Chemical Romance show down the street that night might have helped because there was a big mix of whatever you call them, work clickies.
What are
I don't
they?
know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Chemicals? I don't know.
We probably should have figured that out. Chemists?
Chemies, yeah. We'll call them chemies for
Maybe
the
they're
purpose
chemists.
of this.
Who knows? You know what? I'm going to look it up while you're talking.
But there's a crossover there. And so I think that probably helped. It was good timing for that party to fall on the day of that show. But it was packed. That one was really impressive and packed. And they had a wristband system where you had to go pick them up a couple days earlier, which I did, and got us in there and we got to hear the record again. So it was a lot of fun.
All right. So it's either, I think this is McRemy. It's MCRMY. MCR me? I don't know.
Okay.
It's
probably not McRemy, but.
Or also the Killjoys.
I like that.
I like Killjoys much better.
Dude, that's an awesome name.
It's not so fun to be a Killjoy.
I like that better than the Clickies.
It's like a party pooper.
It's kind of a cool.
That's like if we called ourselves we're not Skeleton Clique, we're the party poopers.
That would make an awesome club jacket. The Killjoys.
The Killjoys. Yeah, that is kind of cool. But yeah, so if you look at it, it's MC-RMY.
MCR my.
MCR my?
Sure, I don't know.
What is that?
Who cares?
Okay, whatever. Anyway, I'm sorry if you're out there and you're a My Chemical Romance fan. I'm really not trying to make fun of you. I'm trying really hard.
We're going to call you Chemies. I like that. That's a good one.
I like that. Sure. Why not? But hey, let us know on socials at clickbait_pod.
There you go.
If you can explain to us what you're called.
Nice plug. All right, here we go. Let's get into leak listener, what I call leak listener gate.
Okay.
There's a lot of people angry saying whether you're a leak listener or not if you went to the party. Guys, this is a sanctioned event by the band.
By the band.
By the label. This is all approved. They know people are going to record it and possibly put it out there. This is okay. If you went to a listening party, this is okay. You're not a leak listener. You're not doing anything bad. If you had the pleasure to go, and we're not going to give too much away here, but Tyler was talking during the thing.
Yeah.
So clearly they're on board here. It's not like these stores got a pirated copy and then go in there. You're not doing anything wrong. So stop posting on social media, you weirdos, that we are leak listeners. We're not.
We're not. No. And I felt so bad. At one point on my first live, I had about 49-ish people that were listening together, and somebody posted, "You guys, are we leak listeners?" And like I immediately lost like 5 viewers. And I was like, no. And I didn't want to talk because the music was going on. So I didn't want to like get in them, I wanted people to be able to hear the song. So I didn't talk a lot. But I wanted to say, we're not leak listening. This is put on by them. They know that we're there. It would be completely different if, like you said, the store opened up one of the albums early and played it. Like, that's different. That's
if somebody worked there, opened one and put it on the internet, that is a leak.
That's a leak. Yes. So
I think
okay, guys.
I think the band is doing this on purpose to prevent that and giving people a chance to hear it with like-minded folks. And it was like being at a mini concert.
We get cool merch and
you get to see people's faces light up when they hear their song or what they think is going to be their song. It's great.
I loved watching people like talking to each other, like mouthing like, "Oh my gosh, this is so good." Or
it was kind of like being at a show. It was cool.
And on the live, everyone was making comments about things that were being said. And it was really cool. It was like being amongst friends listening to this for the first time. Yeah. So,
all right. Well, if you're part of Leak Listener Gate, slow your roll. Calm down.
You're good. You're fine.
All right. Let's get into what's really important here.
Yes.
The songs.
The songs.
Yeah, we said we weren't going to talk about them, and we're not. No, but we can give our own opinions, and I'm going to tell you they're great.
So good. Oh my gosh.
And, listen.
So good.
Take that for what it's worth. We're super fans here, me especially. But as a former musician and somebody who thinks they know a little bit about music theory and all that stuff, they're good. I don't know any other way to put it. They're good. They're just typical 21 Pilots mastery. Artistry. You're going to like it.
So we went to the Clancy listening party and I listened to every song, and there was a few, like I want to say it was maybe Lavish. Like, I love Lavish. It's great, but it's also like kind of I got to be in the mood for that kind of song for me anyway. It's just not my style of music. I love it though. And the show part is so fun. Like, it's such a fun song, but like sometimes I want to hear like, the piano and the actual instrumentation and all that stuff. So anyway.
You want to hear what they're known for.
Right. Yeah. So like Lavish might have been one of them. And I think The Craving, I'm not a huge fan of Jenna's version. I like the other one better because I like to hear Josh in there. And I like the production on that one. So there was like some that while we were listening, I was like, okay, this will probably be a skip for me. Like, I like it. I don't hate it, but it'll probably be a skip for me. With this one, I didn't hear one song where I was like, oh yeah, I probably won't listen to this one consistently.
Yeah, I mean, without giving too much away, they're fresh. They're
so good.
They're different. They're good. You're going to like them, I think. And if you don't, hey, whatever. But I think what happens with this band, and we got to hear them twice, it got better the second time because I kind of knew what to expect, so I could focus on the words a little bit. And I think the longer we sit with these, similar to what you said, they're just going to continue to get better. Mm-hmm. This is beyond putting out an album. This is a work of art, in my opinion. So good. They did such a phenomenal job. I want to talk about it so bad. And there's so many like specifics I want to give, and I just can't. Well, listen, that's good news. Next week. No, not next week. We are going to do a bonus episode where we're going to get into these tracks. Oh, that's right. And it's going to come out on Saturday. Right. A few more days. So you're going to hear this on Thursday. The album's going to come out on Friday. We're going to get the video. We're going to know the end of the story, and we're going to talk about it with you all on Saturday. Yes. So look forward to that. That's going to be awesome. listen, I already mentioned this, so there's no spoilers here, but sorry if you missed the listening parties, but Tyler did like a commentary throughout the songs.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Like as a music nerd, it was so awesome to hear it. It was a little bit goofy, like they're known for.
Yeah.
I really hope and wish maybe they put some albums out during this hiatus or whatever you want to call it, where they do more of this. It was cool.
Yeah.
To hear
this. To hear their commentary. It's great.
Yeah. It was just great to hear this genius's mind at work and have him explain it. It gives so much more depth and meaning to the song, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
To hear
there was
where
a couple
he's coming
things
from.
he explained what the song was about that was like, wow, okay, that gives it a whole new meaning. So it was great. If you are interested and you don't care about being spoiled, there are people online that have just the commentary recorded, which is kind of cool. Yeah. So you can go in and hear that. I was really glad about that because I was trying to figure out how I was going to actually really wanted to record the commentary because there are some parts where he talks just a little bit quieter and I couldn't quite hear exactly what he had said at some places. So I wanted to record it, but then I was going to go live again for the second time and I wasn't going to be able to do that. So I was really bummed about it. And so when I saw that people have it already online recorded, I was really glad because I want to go back and hear that again at a different time.
Oh, people love the Vessel 10th anniversary live stream for that same
great.
reason. So Tyler, I know you're listening. We go through this every week, but take it from me. Take my advice. Do these, please. Put out an album like a deluxe edition where you give us some commentary.
Or just a YouTube video.
There's some dorks out there, me, that would love that.
Let Mark stretch his legs during this hiatus. Do some YouTube vids or something.
Yeah.
It'd be great. All right.
Well, we covered the important stuff, so I guess we'll get into this minor little story.
This tiny little baby of a story.
Yeah. I think you're the most thrilled about this.
I was so excited. I screamed. Oh, so we kind of should do, I guess, both of these together a little bit.
Yeah.
But we went to My Chemical Romance at Fenway.
Last weekend,
technically. Last night as we record this.
Yeah.
I was sitting in my seat and my phone is blowing up, lighting up like crazy. And I look down and I see that Debby and Josh had posted. And so I went on Instagram and sure enough, there was the pictures and I'm just so thrilled that they're going to be parents for the first time. It's really so cool. Exciting. I think they're going to be the greatest parents. Josh is just so loving and sweet with Tyler's kids. And I've seen pictures of Debby with them. I haven't seen videos really. But she seems like such a cool person and sweet and kind and
she's a Disney Channel actress, for God's sake. How bad could she be?
Well, don't go there. Let's not go there. But she's amazing with Jim. So
yeah, that's always a good sign.
Takes a special person to be good with animals. So
yeah. Listen, I will tell you.
So excited and happy and congratulations. And it's amazing.
This baby's already the coolest baby on the planet from the picture of Josh holding up the ska black and white
little
vans.
Baby vans.
This baby's already, he's going to come out, they are going to come out of the womb with tattoos and cool hair and playing some kind of instrument or acting. They're just going to be so cool.
And it's going to be the most gorgeous baby in the universe.
Because I don't know about you, but they seem like two of the coolest people on the planet.
They do. They seem really awesome, just really down to earth people. And it's going to be great. It's going to have a great life. But I feel boy. I feel like it's going to be a boy.
I have no idea.
I'm feeling boy for them. So we'll see. That's my prediction.
I have a question.
I'm going boy.
Had people really zoomed in and figured out what those photos were hanging up in the van during drum show?
No.
Because they look like sonogram
Mark
pictures.
No, they didn't really. We've seen sonograms. No, they were for sure Polaroids. And Mark came out and said those are Polaroids from navigating. People zoomed in. You can see the fire. And
that would have been awesome if they were, though.
It's definitely, that would have been really cool, but no. But let's talk about spoilers. So everyone's saying Tyler spoiled it already twice, apparently. I'm not hearing it in the college one. People said when he did the interview on BBC One radio, he said our kids are going to have to go to college the normal way. He said, I looked at Josh and said, our kids are going to have to go to college the normal way.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that was it could have been, he could have accidentally slipped there. But if I were just a casual listener or even a real fan, I didn't hear anybody, not one person went on there and said, our kids, do you think Josh's wife's pregnant?
No,
nobody said that. So nobody got that from it.
Listen.
So I think that's a stretch.
First of all, I called this months ago when they were being so quiet. I said, Debby, somebody's pregnant. Go back and listen. You will see. I don't remember what episode.
I remember you said it.
So I called it. I knew. Obviously, they texted me. I knew. I found out. But I think that, listen, first of all, we don't know if Tyler actually knew then.
He did. For sure.
We don't know.
I guarantee they're one of the first ones
but
they called.
We don't know for a fact because
sure?
they haven't texted
true.
me that yet. So I don't know. But we
haven't
didn't
gotten back to
know.
you.
We didn't know then that if he even knew. But let's assume he did. I don't think he's going to slip. And that comment is so benign. Like,
right.
Josh and Debbie never came out and said they didn't want kids or couldn't have kids or weren't going to have kids.
Sure.
So everybody says that comment like, oh, our kids are going to carry on our legacy. Like, come on.
Yeah, I didn't get it from that. However, I was when people mentioned it, I was like, oh, come on, you guys, you're like really reaching here. But then I went back and looked at it. I don't know. I don't know if it was like a little like you had to be in the know to catch it. The Josh Dunn song that he sang in, was it Glasgow?
Yeah.
Where were they?
Yeah.
You know that one better than I do. I don't remember the exact words, but he basically says like the younger Dunn will be done when the old Dunn's done.
Yeah.
Like apparently baby's due in October when the tour is over.
Yeah. And Josh was just sitting there
And
like
Josh
blushing
just was
the whole time.
beaming, like the hugest smile on his face. But if you actually go back and look at the very last time he says it in the song, he points right at his stomach. Now, he's not pointing like, look at my tummy. It's more like you know how rappers like move their hands around? So like it's not a full point. It's like just his fingers extended a little more than the other fingers. I'm doing it right now, but you guys can't see me.
Yeah.
But his fingers are extended a little bit more than the other fingers. So it is like a type of a point, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
And it goes right toward his middle. But yeah. So
I'm also modeling it.
I don't know if we're reaching or if it really was something. That one I feel a little more like that could have been a spoiler. But again, that was not something, not one person that I at least follow, and I follow the big ones, said, what do you think that was? He was pointed right at his stomach. Oh my gosh, do you think so-and-so's pregnant? Like nobody said anything.
Nobody had a clue.
So obviously we all missed it.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
So stop it.
I said
you didn't miss that. I mean,
when
you missed
he
that.
didn't comment on the note, nobody, like Debbie and Josh were radio silence. I said someone is pregnant.
You did.
It's
I know.
Probably
I
not
remember.
Jenna. It's either Josh or Debbie. One of them is pregnant. I called
do
it.
remember
Listen,
that. I remember.
If you don't want to give me credit, go back and listen.
I am giving you credit. I'm just telling you, you didn't catch those, is what I'm saying.
Of course I didn't, and neither did anybody else.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my point.
These guys are the king of Easter eggs, so I have no doubt that they both were intentional, but nobody caught it.
Moving on. So excited for you guys. Congratulations.
Coolest baby ever. Already called it.
Big brother Jim Dunn. So happy. Oh, they have cats too, don't they? Or a cat? One cat? Two cats?
I don't know.
I have cats. Big brother, sister cats too.
Just do us a solid, guys.
That I don't know their cats' names.
If you're listening, Josh, and I know you are, stay in Ohio or somewhere better. Don't go to LA. Don't raise the kid in LA. That you're doing the child a disservice, in my opinion.
And don't name it. What was it? Cancel
Vista.
No, something like that. Yeah.
Cancel Vesta.
Something like that.
Cancel Vester.
Cancel Vester.
Cancel
don't name your
Vester.
kid Cancel Vester, please.
But
don't name your girl Tyler Joseph.
I think that's a great name
for a girl. Come on. All right, moving on.
All right, last week we put together some.
Oh, we're not going to talk about the My Chemical Romance show?
Oh yeah, we should. Yeah, yes. Go for it. You posted.
Me?
Well, you posted some things on our.
Oh yeah, I guess I have posted it.
You posted some things on our social that make some staggering comparisons and similarities to our Clancy lore and the bishops and Dema.
Yeah,
we're not sure who copied who, or if there was any copying.
Didn't copy at all. It's just maybe
it's a collab, but
it's a common theme within
the emo world.
I guess. I don't know.
That is a theme park I would line up for.
I would absolutely go to emo world. That'd be great.
Everybody would be sad but awesome. It would be like stations to reapply your makeup and stuff.
Oh yeah, so good.
Oh, emo world. We got to build that.
That'd be great. But like I do, because I'm 21 Pilots fan through and through. I like to find
obsessed
21 Pilots things wherever I am, especially if I'm bored. I'll like try to find things that will connect to the, music or them in some way. So I started that way because our kids, we were sitting in our seats and our kids yelled, "Hey, it's a bishop." And we look over and there's somebody in a red hat, like a red, not hat, but a
hood. It was like a coat. It was raining.
It was a coat because it was raining, but it was a red hood. But it just got me like, oh gosh, now I'm going to look for 21 Pilots things. And I got to tell you guys, it was not difficult.
No,
we got lots. It was crazy. There was a lot of similarities. I can see the differences in where they were going with their particular lore, but there is quite a lot of similarities there.
Yeah, so I did some reading because I was very concerned that there was something going on.
You were very concerned?
Yeah, like copying or something. That would make me sad on both sides.
They would have been called out by now.
No, I mean, either one of them would make me sad, even though I think they're probably friends in emo world. They probably hang out.
Oh, I'm sure.
And ride the roller coasters together in emo world. But I think that, listen, the Black Parade was like a concept album similar to Green Day's American Idiot, where it could be like a musical all in of itself.
Absolutely.
Trench was a concept album, but it had to do with specifically the Dema and Blurry Face lore, which was already started. So it was like a continuation. My Chemical Romance is just now starting the lore. And I don't want to spoil it if anyone's planning to go to the show or whatever, but there's a made up world and there's like a language and an alphabet. And he even said on stage that they just started creating that alphabet like a year and a half ago. So I think they're creating a lore within this world that goes with the Black Parade, which came out almost 20 years ago.
Absolutely.
So I don't think there's any copying going on here. I think that in emo world, there's just a lot of red and cold and despair and cities of concrete and bad things.
Within literature, history, all of these colors, they all mean those things. You know what I mean? Like go back and look at the Nazi Party or the Communist Party. Red is huge within those. And I feel like those were two of the big themes that were throughout the show was the Nazi Party and the Communist Party. Not in a, not we're like, yay for them. I think they were definitely the bad guys, but
we definitely hold up the nay sign.
Yeah, definitely nay on that. But, I think it's just a common theme. I don't think anyone's copying anybody, but I think we should also look at it like Tyler even came out and said he copied the Killers when it comes to the antlers and the violism ritual kind of thing.
Yeah.
He saw that and was like, wow, this is really cool. And he kind of pulled from that, and they pulled from other religions and things. And it's not so much copying as like, wow, you have a really great idea. I'm going to build on it. So maybe we should look at it that way.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting all kinds of ideas for emo world. I'm gonna make this.
I love emo world already.
Is the Sims video game still a thing? I'm gonna make emo
it is
world.
Actually.
All right, I'm gonna buy that and do.
No, you should do what was it? The coaster one.
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah. Where you make your own theme park.
It's just always gloomy and rainy. This is gonna be great.
That's not.
I love
what emo's all about. All right.
Let's
move on. Our TOP fans doing amazing things. It's actually kind of a.
Oh, you don't want to talk about bingo?
Oh, did I put that in there?
Yeah. We did the breach bingo.
Oh, I totally missed it. It's right there. Okay, well, we can't do any spoilers, but I have officially 5 squares that are X'd out officially. I have some that I'm not quite sure about because I really got to see the words better. But yeah, I officially have 5, not together. I don't have a bingo.
Yeah.
But I have 5 squares officially crossed out. You knocked it out of the park.
No, actually I didn't. And this will be for the...
I thought you did.
This will be for the corrections and retractions or whatever we're calling it. Department of Corrections. I mistakenly said on the live. So if you were listening on day 1 live, I said, I got a bingo. It was braggadocious. I did not get a bingo. I think I got like 1 square on my bingo.
No, you had at least 2 or 3.
I was thinking of when we did the episode where we predicted the songs. I got several predictions right.
Yeah, no, but
the bingo card, I was silly and put like Jar Jar Binks.
No, I know that, but there was a couple on there that I'm pretty sure you at least got 2 or 3.
I know of 1, and I'm very proud of it. And I can't say it because it'll spoil it.
We'll say it later.
So you'll know on the bonus episode when we talk about it. But I did get some predictions right.
You did. And I'm thrilled about that. Proud of you for that.
You guys don't understand. I've come a long way. I don't listen to words. I thought the "Don't Let a Rumor Ruin My Whole Life" was a rumor room in my moonlight.
Yeah.
For the Killers. So I mean, this is big. You guys don't know. This is big. So I'm excited.
Yeah,
I got something right.
I can't wait to talk about it. All right, moving on because I really want to talk about it. I'm going to say something. I'm going to slip. So
go for it.
TOP fans doing amazing things. This is like a double one because this one I found last night in the wee hours of the morning. I guess this morning in the wee hours of the morning. So I kind of added it because I think it's totally cool and awesome.
The wee hours of Monday morning. Come on, let's figure this out.
Okay, sorry. Monday morning. Wee hours of Monday morning.
You'll probably be awake in the middle of the night on Thursday too. So
oh gosh.
It's fine.
Yeah, I will. All right. So the first one is Breach the Nation by this little group that's calling themselves Artorpia. Can you see how it's tour in there?
Yeah.
Artorpia.
Artorpia.
They are at Artorpia. So it's ARTOURPIA on Twitter. And they're a fan-led project to promote click artists within the TOP community. And they've made shirts that are inspired by each stop of the tour.
Oh.
So it's kind of cool. So each of the like designs have something to do with that state or that area. So I'm not really sure. I guess is the Pez Museum in Hartford?
I don't know.
Because they have Pez, like Josh and Tyler Pez
no idea.
Things on that one. So
us New Englanders don't go to Connecticut much because it's like fake New England. So I couldn't tell you. I have no idea.
Sorry, Connecticut.
It's more like New York.
And then the Bangor one is like, I mean,
typical Maine
a lot
things.
Of people are not thrilled with it, but like lobster and lighthouse themed.
Bangor's inland. What are we doing? It should be like moose and
I don't
pine
know.
trees.
I didn't do it. I think it's a really cool design. I gotta say,
yeah,
it's a really, really cool design. But I kind of wish it was something other than lobsters and lighthouses.
Well, I'll still buy
it. So yeah, their shirts and I think they actually have like bags and stuff too that you can get with the design on them. But it's mostly shirts. And yeah, so like I said, each artist did something that has to do with that area. The LA one's really cool. It has the Chinatown from Tearing My Heart. Little Chinatown gazebo, I guess. I don't know what that would be called.
Sure, yeah.
Temple thing
on
it. So that's kind of cool. That was neat. So yeah, go check them out. Their website is on their Twitter bio. I'm not going to try to spell that out because it's like all different slashes and things like that. So again, their Twitter handle is at Artorpia on Twitter. And then I also want to shout out another clicky project that I'm actually really excited about. They are at Clicky Takeover, and that's CLIKKIE, so the 2 Ks, on Insta. And they're taking applications for people in the clique to take over their socials and post things on the day of their show. So when they go to a show, they're going to take over the social media for the Clicky Takeover and post everything going on.
Do they have a lot of followers?
So cool. I mean, yeah, they had enough.
Okay.
And I applied for us. So.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like if they had like 50 followers, we'd be better off posting on our own.
Oh, no, I know. But I applied for us. So maybe, maybe we'll make it.
Thanks
it would be cool if we did, I think. At least for one. I think it would be cool to do it for the Bandito Camp one.
Yeah, probably.
That would be kind of cool, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, check them out. They are at Clicky Takeover. They have the application on there. You can click on it. You can apply. They kind of just ask questions like, why should we pick you kind of thing. They ask for your handles so they can see like how you are on social media. And yeah.
I like it.
It's kind of cool. I thought it was neat.
Okay. Department of Corrections.
I
did not get a bingo. Sorry. I misspoke.
Oh.
But I'm still feeling myself for the
you should
getting some of the predictions right.
You should be proud.
More of that to follow later.
All right.
You had one.
My corrections aren't really necessarily corrections, but more like additions, like addendums to my statements that I made earlier. Last week we talked about Clancy and the parallels with Jesus. And I feel really dumb because when I went back and listened, I completely missed some really key correlations, and I kind of just wanted to go over them really fast. So I mentioned that Clancy meant son of the Red Warrior, and that I also said that Keons in Asian cultures means king or warrior, and I didn't even mention that connection in the episode at all. Like I completely skipped that over, which I feel is a completely missed opportunity. So when you look up the definition of the word son, it means a male descendant. And so I also looked up the definition of a parent or to parent. So not exactly a parent, but like what it means to parent someone. Does that make sense?
Apparently, yes.
Apparently. And it's that was a button.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I usually don't do them for myself, but if you say so.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That was a button. That was a good one.
Wow, what a compliment.
All right. Anyway, so in order to parent someone, you have to provide guidance and support for that child's development.
Oh, I wish I would have known this earlier. I don't think I've done any of that.
Oh, stop it. So I'm really feeling good now about this theory of Clancy taking over for Keon's being true. I think Keon's was guiding him into what he should be. A good bishop, somebody who brings positive change. You know what I mean?
I do, and I have some things that will hopefully support this in the Song of the Week.
All right.
Deep dive.
There's also that connection to the word king, with purple being the color of royalty. So purple is the known kind of color that represents royalty. And also Jesus. Purple is Jesus's color as well. In the Christian religion, we have Lent, where we not celebrate, but commemorate, I guess, his sacrifice. And it's all purple. Everything's purple. Jesus is also called Christ the King or King of Kings. So I'm feeling really good about this theory that I've got going on. So I'm very excited to see this music video and to like really wrap everything up and see what happens.
I call you our religion expert later.
Oh, great.
In my notes. So hopefully you can add some color to one little section.
All right.
And real quick before we move on, I just want to tell everyone thank you for listening to our episode last week. It got into some themes that maybe not everyone agrees with, and we got no negative feedback or comments. And
no, we didn't.
I feel like we presented it in an open fashion and people absorbed it that way. So thanks.
Yeah.
That doesn't always happen these days.
Yes.
So it was cool.
Many thanks.
Okay. Are you ready? Are you suited up?
Yes.
Do you have your towel?
Yes, I do.
Let's jump into the lore deep dive.
All right.
Don't roll your eyes at my sound effect. I have it on good authority from Ohio, if you know what I mean, that is a great addition to the show.
You got to stop doing that. People are going to really think that we talk to them, and we don't.
No,
we
Josh
absolutely
texted
100% do not.
Josh texted me,
That is
told me all
false.
about
Wrong.
the pregnancy, and said, I really love the splash.
Yeah, sure.
So
I'm sure. All right. So I'm going to do something a little bit different with this lore deep dive. We kind of decided that we were going to take it slow during this time, because I think when the tour comes out, it's going to be a lot of stuff to go over. So I'm kind of just trying to find like little things to do that aren't going to take up like a ton of time. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
I do.
We are not forgetting or like don't have enough to talk about. There's tons to talk about. I just like, for example, I feel like if I got into the Clancy letters, we would be doing this for weeks. And I'd have to take a break in the middle so that we could do the tour. So I'm just trying to do like shorter, quicker topics until that stuff kind of comes out. So I was, with this new album rollout, I was thinking about previous album releases and what those kind of looked like. I was very curious if they were any different, because I don't know if you've been hearing it on socials, but people seem to be really disappointed in this rollout. They're not really into it. Some people are like, oh, I'm not really excited for this album anymore, because they feel like they're not doing enough to like
I was going to
get
ask,
us excited.
is it too
about
much
it.
or is it not enough?
No, to them, it's like not a few people, not a lot, but a few people have said like, this isn't what they expected, I guess, if that makes sense. Does it?
It does, but I think it's BS. I mean, like, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, well, of course they can do whatever they want, but I think it's because they did so much for Clancy and we've had so much in between that it almost felt like, where are you? Like, what happened to you guys? Like, did you disappear? So I think that's kind of what people are feeling. So I just kind of wanted to look into each of the albums and see, did they do like a ton for all these other albums and then this one's just nothing? Or like, how did that look?
Yeah, and we don't have time today, but I'd love to get into what like a normal band does. I think you'd be surprised that they're actually doing a lot. Like, what did Sabrina Carpenter do? Nothing. Was there a couple teasers or something? But
yeah,
I feel like nobody does what they do, and maybe I'm just not as connected to them. But I like Tyler, the Creator, for example. All of a sudden, there was just a new album that dropped overnight. There was no lead up or videos or lore or what. I don't know. People are too picky, I think.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway.
All right. So let's start with Self-Titled. That was the first of the albums, true albums that came out. And this was self-released by Tyler, Nick Thomas, and Chris. I think it's Sully. Sully, is that correct?
Sure.
Sully.
It looks like it to me, yeah.
They were the original members of the band, for anyone who isn't sure. And as an aside, the band's name was actually inspired. So these are for people that maybe don't quite know all of these. I'm going into this. I know a lot of us already know this story, but I want to help those that don't know this. I've had quite a few people say, I had no idea that was even a thing. So the band's name was inspired by a study that Tyler did of a play called All My Sons by Arthur Miller. And it's about a man that finds equipment he manufactured for planes in World War II to be faulty. And he has to decide what he wants to do. If he wants to lose money and business by taking them back and recalling them, or if he wants to send them out anyway and just hope that nothing happens. So ultimately he decides he's going to send them out, and 21 pilots die as a result of this decision he made. So Tyler explained that he feels like, he says, we are all constantly encountering moral crossroads where the decisions that benefit the now will have consequences down the road. But the decision that might seem tough and tolling right away will ultimately be more rewarding. What is our purpose for playing music? We're constantly asking ourselves that question. The answer can change all the time, but for right now, we're just going to stick with something as simple as we want to make people think. So
mission
that's
accomplished.
A little backstory for you. Not much is known about the release of Self-Titled, as they were just getting their start. So we didn't have like tons of fans like following them and watching them. It was released, however, on December 29th of 2009. And I mean, it kind of just came out. I mean, obviously at this point, they don't really have fans to like get excited.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they had like their moms and neighbors. But like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm sure they had a small following at school and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure the Columbus Collective were behind them.
Right. So then next we have Regional at Best. That came out July 8th of 2011. And this is the first album to feature Josh. And though it was also self-released, many of the songs show up on their first signed album as well. The release of this album was documented on a web series that can be found on YouTube, which is kind of neat. I didn't know that was even a thing. I've seen some of the video clips and I just didn't know where they came from. It's a 7-episode web series accompanied by the release of Regional at Best. And it covered their journey of the album's creation, the release of it, and the promotion for it. So we kind of got like a whole documentary, I guess, about this release, which is kind of cool. But I think it kind of came out after the fact, from what I can tell. So it wasn't like a build-up, I don't think. I'm not sure. So
again, the fan base was probably not huge, so
right.
Who knows how it was used, but yeah.
So these videos were uploaded to the 21 Pilots YouTube channel over the course of 2011. The first one came out. So the first one came out June 24th of 2011. And the last one was on September 7th, which is the Tacos Fly Down the Throats video.
Yeah.
Where they're at Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite ones. Tacos Fly Down the Throats. So if you want to see them, they are on their YouTube channel. So you can go take a look at them. The release accompanied a free concert to celebrate the release at New Albany High School in New Albany, Ohio. A month later, they sold out the Newport Music Hall, which attracted lots of labels. And they ended up signing with Fueled by Ramen. It was an imprint from Atlantic Records in April of 2012. So now we're getting into Vessel and their first like real fame, where we have like actual fans because we're selling out music halls now. And that was released January 8th of 2018. But an interesting little tidbit before the album's release, but after Regional at Best.
I think that was a typo there.
What?
2018. I think it was 2012.
Sorry. No? Did I say 2018?
2013, 2012?
Weirdo. Yeah, that's a typo.
2013, right? Was it 12 or 13?
I think it's 12. 13.
Anyway, yeah. Well, whatever.
13. 2013. I'm sorry.
No worries.
I'm like Ron Burgundy. I'm just reading what's on the screen. Sorry.
I just want to save you from having to do a correction next week.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So anyway, back to my little interesting tidbit that I had no idea about. First of all, how cute is this? They had a newsletter. It's adorable.
Wasn't that like a thing?
That was a thing back then. Yeah. They had a
that
newsletter.
Blogs. Yeah.
Adorable.
Yeah.
So they had a little newsletter and they sent the newsletter members House of Gold and a song I've never heard of before called 2. Have you ever heard of this song?
The number 2?
Yes. I have never, well, it's TWO, but yes.
Yeah.
I have never heard of that before in my life.
I have not either.
Never seen it talked about on social medias. Never seen anybody mention it. It's out there. You can hear it on YouTube if you would like to. It's very short.
What's it about?
Apparently, and I don't see how it is, but I did a little quick research on it. Apparently, it is about Josh and Tyler being together in a band for the first time and like not sure if they can make this work with just the two of them.
And it's a song? Because I've seen the video where Tyler's explaining how they have to, add in theatrics because it's just the two of them.
No, it's a song.
Wow, interesting.
So it's a legitimate song. I think Will Smith covered it, just the two of us. I'm kidding. Just bringing in Will Smith there too.
Nice. I like that.
All right. Yeah. So I've never heard. Thank you. I've never heard anyone talk about it, but you can find it on YouTube. Didn't even know it existed. No idea. So I learned something new today. So in April of 2012, they signed with Fueled by Ramen. And in July, they released their first project, a small album that was called 3 Songs that contained Migraine, Guns for Hands, and Ode to Sleep. As a promotional tour, they traveled with Neon Trees and Walk the Moon, which, oh my gosh, that would have been so good.
Yeah, it would have. That sounds great.
And then in September, they released the first single, Holding On to You. And then the album was released in January of 2013. After they toured as the opening act for Fall Out Boy, excuse me.
Wow.
Stop it. Why were we not fans back then? This is so not fair.
We were busy raising kids, I guess.
So not fair. And then they made their first TV debut on Conan in December, performing House of Gold. I got to see that. I got to find that performance somewhere.
Well, the audience must have been like, what is this?
What
is
the
going
heck
on?
is that? Although wasn't like the Lumineers and stuff like popular at this point? Wasn't that style of music kind of
Yeah,
big?
but I think
And what was fun?
Yeah, but House of Gold's like Ukulele and Josh. That's it. So like that.
Yeah, but
people
that was
must have
like
been like, this
that's
is
what I'm saying,
weird.
like pub music kind of style.
Yeah, I guess.
Back then was popular.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so for the rest of the year, we slowly got music videos for Migraine, Truce, and Ode to Sleep. And then they did a few television performances and some festivals like Lollapalooza. So that was their like promotion, was just like slowly rolling things out. Right? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Blurry Face. This album was released on May 17th of 2015. And the release of this album is infamous. In the clicky world, it is 100% infamous. We have already covered it in detail, so I'm not going to go into it again. But basically, from January of 2015 until July of 2017, we were absolutely tormented by the Twitter account from Blurry Face. And you can hear all about his antics in our episodes 5 through 7. If you want to go back.
Yes, go listen, please.
Go listen. I kind of cover them tweet by tweet, basically. Crazy stuff. I can imagine why, if that's what you were expecting, this might seem crickets. Because it was like several posts a day at some points. We got little weird cryptic videos and pictures and all kinds of stuff. Very involved.
Yeah.
All right. So then we move into Trench. And though Blurryface did tweet a little bit during the Trench era, we saw most of the album released through a new website called Dema.org, which I promise you I will get into at some point. The release of the letters and artifacts were by a person named Clancy, and they began to be posted along with information leading to clues about the Trench era and the characters that were being created in the world of Dema. So it's probably when the Breach tour slows down, I'll start getting into that kind of stuff.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it was cool. I'm hearing that when the tour is done in October, that Dema.org is going to be disappearing. So I printed everything out just in case it all disappears. I'm sure someone else will have it somewhere.
Disappearing or like going to reappear as something new?
No, I think they're going to take it down. I think.
I'm hoping that it's just disappearing as we know it. Maybe it's going to be some new actual website with Clancy Bishop in charge.
That'd be cool. That'd be neat, actually. All right. Scaled and Icy. For the Scaled and Icy era, we saw the return of Blurryface tweets, even if it was just for a little while, on April 5th of 2021, when he literally just blurted out the title of the new album. He literally said, the album is called Scaled and Icy. A lot of fans did not believe him. They thought it was dumb. They also thought that it was an anagram for Clancy is dead. Because, we can't just take something for face value. We got to pick it apart.
I mean, what we know about it now, it probably
Gramble.
is, but yeah.
Yeah. I lost my place. Oh, the band's Twitter header also began to desaturate. So we kind of saw a little bit of that during this new era. Starting in February of 2021. In April, they released a music video for Shy Away, along with an immediate pre-order of the album, which was set to release on May 21st. The new website and promotion photos had lots of lore nods that clickies were very quick to decode. They also released videos for Choker and Saturday in advance of the album release. And then we even got more information and clues from those videos. And they also did that live stream experience as well. So that was their promotion of that album. Then we get into Clancy. So we kind of already went over the first glimpse that we got of the new Clancy era with our episode about Ned's Cozy Fireplace. But starting February 15th of 2024, we got the red tape across all the albums. Remember that?
No,
do you remember waking up that day? We were like, what is happening? Something is going on. And I remember I was a fan, big fan at this point already, but I also was like not into this lore just yet. Like I kind of thought it was a little dumb because I'm like, it's just music. Like, why are people doing this? Did not realize how completely involved this was. So when you and our son were like going crazy about the tape, I was like, okay, I was excited because something was happening, but I was also like, why are we reading into this so much? They're like, it's over the eyes. And I'm like, it's just put on the album. Like I was not really there. But then I started reading more and got into it, and it got super exciting at that point.
And look at you now. You're our lore deep dive specialist.
I know, I'm the specialist. All right. So we got the tape, and then we also received the video I Am Clancy on the 22nd, teasing the release of Overcompensate music video, which would come out on February 29th, and the official album release date, which was set for May 17th. In March, they announced that every song on the album would have a music video, and we would be getting a tour, and that the listening parties would be happening in May, a week before the album release. In March, they announced on Twitter that their new single, Next Semester, would be available next week. That's all they said, and included teaser shots of the video. And in April, we got Backslide, and in May, we got The Craving. And then we got the last 10 music videos during their live stream with the release of the album. And we got the Digital Remains at the end of May and Paladin Straight in June. June 17th of 2024, Blurryface began to get active on Twitter again. And we'll go over the details in another episode, as I promised. But then the tour, which gave us so much more to unpack.
Yeah, and who knew that was going to happen? There was so much lore in that tour.
So much lore.
And I didn't think that was a thing, but now I hope we're not disappointed with Breach. The tour itself. I hope there's going to be some lore in that tour.
Well, I'm going to get to that in a second. So we're now in the Breach era. We get to Breach. It just happened. So I think we're all up to date on that. So I'm not going to cover everything. I think maybe later it might be good when we're sad and we need a reminder of all of this great stuff we saw, like the scary videos and all that stuff. I might go through it again. But I just want to leave with a little statement before I end our deep dive segment. And it's the whole reason that I decided to do this deep dive today. And again, I said it was because people seem so disappointed with the rollout of this album. But let's talk about this for a minute. I gave you all of the dates that things were sent out and released. There are years in between albums. We barely have a year. in between these two albums. I think the rollout that we got was the tour. If you really go back and look at it, all of those little clues and the things that we were decoding before we got Trench, for example, or before we got Scaled and Icy, that was all in the tour. We have Clancy not accepting the jacket.
The music that's playing during that time.
That's playing during that particular time.
The pictures on the shirts.
We have all of these things. I think that was our album rollout, you guys.
Yeah.
I think we're not seeing it for what it was. That wasn't part of Clancy. I mean, it was, but it was outside of what we had in the album by then. That was our rollout.
Yeah, the nods to East is Down, all that stuff.
We were so very lucky that they were touring at the same time. But had they not been touring, these little things that would have been coming out would have been what was happening with Dema or Blurry Face's tweets in Blurry Face. So all of these things where we were getting in conjunction with the tour.
Yeah.
So I think we need to slow our roll a little bit and be really happy that we got so much stuff to unpack before this really cool album comes out. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
Right.
Well, that was good.
All right.
I like it.
Thank you.
Next.
Before we move on, we've got some cool announcements to make.
Yes, and we got to be quick because this episode's running long.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Wow, really?
Yeah, we have a lot going on.
Good Lord. All right. We're going to be doing some giveaways.
Yay,
giveaways. So the first one that we're going to do is we're going to be giving away 3 posters and wristbands that we got extra from the listening parties. So those of you that are, you went to 2 listening parties, we're going to share. Okay.
Yeah.
So calm down. We will have it on our social media today as you hear this. To enter, you will need to like our page, like the post, tag one person. That's kind of the normal thing when you enter giveaways, right?
Don't think I'm asking too much. Follow the page if you're not.
Yes, of course. Well, that's what I meant by like our page.
Yeah.
Follow our page.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, follow our page. Tag a person. And then for being a listener, you guys get a special treat because you're listeners. We are going to give you 5 extra entries if you tell us what song made you a fan and your favorite color. Now, this is the important part. I need everybody to listen up. Do not post what the questions were. Just post your song title and your favorite color.
That way we know you listened.
That way we know you listened and we know you're a listener and other people can't steal the question and get 5 extra entries.
Right. Just put it in there random.
Yes. And if I see the question in there, I am going to delete it. So if you see that your comment got deleted, comment again, just the song and the color. Okay. Yeah. And that will give you 5 extra entries. So I also want to reiterate, these are for people that didn't get to go to the listening parties.
Or went, but didn't get a chance to buy.
Sure. Went, but didn't get a chance. Not buy. At this point, we're just doing the posters and the wristbands, the free stuff.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. So if you got there were actually people that were at our Boston one that didn't get a wristband. So they didn't have enough posters and wristbands for them. Yeah. So if you went to a listening party and did not get a poster or a wristband because there wasn't enough or whatever, please enter. If you went and you got these things, please don't enter. Give other people a chance that didn't get a chance. Okay.
And if you do enter and you get it and I see it for sale, I will track you down.
Well, we're not going to know it's ours.
I will find you and I will.
Shame on you. And you should be really ashamed of yourself.
Yeah.
All right. The next one we're going to do, we'll get into next week's episode, but we have an opportunity to buy some extra picture discs. So we're not going to give those away because we're not made of money over here, but we will sell them to you at the value of what they were sold at the thing. We're not going to charge you
plus
extra.
Shipping, and we'll show you the receipt for shipping.
We'll give you the receipt.
There is no money making.
Yeah, no money making being had here, but we want to give anybody who didn't get a chance to purchase a picture disc a chance. So do watch our socials. I'm going to have a poll on there for which ones you want us to purchase because there are 5 different ones. We don't have 5 tickets to purchase. So we will have to see what the most popular ones are, and hopefully yours is one that we are able to buy. We don't know how many they're going to get. We don't know anything really at this point, just that we have an opportunity to purchase them. So, yeah. So keep an eye out for that next week. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we're giving back.
All right. So again, watch on our socials, for being a listener. You get an extra 5 entries if you tell us the song that made you a fan and your favorite color. Just those 2 things.
And we're going to pick 3 winners.
Yes, because we have 3 posters and wristbands.
Correct.
Yes. All right. Your turn.
Yes, it is my turn, and we're going to do the song of the week. Dive, and this week it will be Cut My Lip, as requested by Devon. Devon. I don't know. It's Devon. This
Devon.
was a comment that came through from Spotify, which is what I'm in charge of on the social media. So much easier than what you do. And first, let me just say, excuse me. I have like a nervous tick where I have to clear my throat, number 1. And number 2, like I'm congested all the time. Maybe I'm dying over here. I don't know, but you may hear some of that. I'm sorry. I'm really going through it with my my voice here. But we're going to do Cut My Lip. And I'm going to give you a couple different perspectives here when I tackle this song. First, I want to say I love that Devin asked for this. I love that our fans like trust our judgment and want to hear our perspective. And that's exactly what the quote said was, I love this song and I really want to hear what you guys have to say about it.
I like it.
It's cool, right?
Thanks, Devin.
These are total strangers. We've said before, our family doesn't even know we're doing this.
Yeah, we have like quite the line of songs that we've been requested to do. And I have like so many 21 Pilots fans doing amazing things that other people have said, thanks for covering me, but I want you to take a look at this person.
It's really cool.
Which I think is so cool because they want to spread the love. So
we're having fun with this. So, thank you for doing that. And then I think it's just really cool. You know? So like I said, I'm going to tackle this in 3 ways. It's going to be a little bit of what the internet thinks, potentially some religious ties or thoughts. And then I'm going to get into my personal interpretation. I'll try not to tear up. It's pretty heavy. Just going to say.
Gosh.
And I didn't even put it in the notes because I don't want you to be prepared. I want you to hear it in real time.
Oh God. Are you going to like leave me on the air?
No, give me a break. That'd be stupid because I'd be like leaving you in the future. We're recording on Monday and we'd have to wait till Thursday to actually break up. That would suck. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. You don't break up on a podcast. Break up via text message. Come on.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, let's get into what the internet thinks. Okay. Mm-hmm. What I was able to find out there, and I've heard this many times before on posts and whatnot, but the overwhelming feeling is that this song is about the creative process and the demons Tyler faces and experiences during that. We kind of see that a lot.
I disagree.
About this song, or that we see it a lot?
No, that about this song. We see it all the time, but I disagree that that's what the song's about.
Well, I can see how it could be about that and why people might interpret
totally.
it, but I interpret it as something different, as we'll find out shortly. Mm-hmm. But people say it has to do with writer's block, like Pet Cheetah, fear and anxiety around the quality of the product.
Yeah.
The time it takes to create and what he misses in that process as far as with being with family and things like that. If you take this angle and this belief of this song, I kind of see it as a sister song to Chlorine.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people say the same thing, and we're drinking from cups in both songs.
We're drinking.
So, I kind of see that as, like I said, kind of related to that. And you just did a great deep dive into Chlorine a few episodes ago. So if you didn't hear that, you should go back. But if I remember correctly, we made some connections to Chlorine itself being representative of the creative process, right? And being served and or
the chlorine was
drunk out of a cup.
Was the creation. Yeah.
And the vessel was a cup and he drank it.
Right.
So obviously, if you're familiar with Cut My Lip, he drinks from something that has rust around the rim.
A rusty cup.
Yeah. And you see this concept to me, even though I disagree with it, and so do you, I think really shines through in the lyrics in the first verse, where it says, I'll keep on trying, might as well, if you decide all is well. I think that if this is what this is about, and this process, I think he's saying that, like, if the clique, I think he's speaking to us. If the clique is happy with it and all is well, I'll keep trying.
Yep.
Even though it might suck, I'll keep trying. Then we get into the pre-chorus, and this time it says, though I am bruised, face of contusions, no, I'll keep moving. And of course, you guys know those repeat. I'm not going to keep reading the repeated parts for time's sake.
Yes.
Then it says, rust around the rim, drink it anyway, I cut my lip. Isn't what I want, blood is on my tongue, I cut my lip. All right, first I want to glaze Tyler a little bit with the use of contusion. I mean, come on.
Right? This guy.
You could have easily said, though I am bruised, I'll keep on cruising. I don't know what rhymes with bruise, but I mean, just using that word, it's like using words like gobsmacked and things we've said before.
Overcompensate.
Yeah, like this guy.
Peripheral.
He either writes with like a thesaurus open or he's just smart.
Very, very smart.
So I wanted to say, like, that's just above and beyond. It's a whole other level compared to a lot of other songwriters out there. So well done, Tyler. Like I mentioned before, he's saying here that even though this process may suck sometimes, he's going to keep coming back for us, the clique. I think he's talking to us. And again, that's if you believe in this angle of the song.
Yeah.
Verse 2 says, I keep on going back. Even though it's me I abuse, I keep on going back. Even though I am bruised, face of contusions, no, I'll keep moving. This line really hits home for me in the concept of what I'm talking about here. And I think it'll be a great segue into my personal thoughts on this later. But for the creative process angle, I think he's again just telling us that this process can really suck sometimes. But because of you, I love it. And because we want it and we need it, he keeps coming back for us. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right, the bridge says, I don't mind at all, lean on my pride, I'm a lion. I think here he's letting us know that it's okay. He just kind of beat us up through the song. Like, guys, sometimes I don't like this. It bruises me. It hurts me. It's difficult, but I'm doing it for you. Here, I think he's saying, it's okay. I'm doing it for you because you're my pride. You're my people.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's speaking directly to us as the clique here. And he's saying, he'll continue to rely on us to push on through and figure this out. Even though it sucks. So just concluding this part of the theory, we need to remember that when Trench came out, and these songs, Chlorine and Cut My Lip, they had just achieved huge fame with Blurry Face.
Right.
The pressure's at its highest it's probably ever been to do a follow-up. I think a lot of bands feel that pressure where we just had our big break and now we have to do something great again. So I think through the writing process of Trench, he experienced a lot of this anxiety around, I need to put out something good that's going to get mainstream attention and keep selling records, keep making that money. And I think that, whether we disagree with it or not, I think this whole creative process has a lot to do with a lot of the themes. At least it's one meaning you can take away from a lot of the songs across all the records. Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, the religious stuff. And I'm going to need your help here. Like I said, you're our expert. But there were two things. There's a couple things online about this, and this is where I got it from. And I'll get into my personal thoughts last, but I feel like this needs its moment. The cup, or a cup, is seen a lot in the Bible, right? And there's two verses in particular that stand out that I think pertain to this song. One of them's in Matthew 26:27 through 29. Jesus takes a cup, gives thanks, and offers it to his disciples, saying, drink from it, all of you. This is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for the forgiveness of sins. This is obviously at the Last Supper. If you're a Christian, you know this story. But there's the cup where Jesus is kind of, drinking for us, right? In Luke 22:42, Jesus prays, Father, if you are willing, remove this cup from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but yours be done. In this instance, the cup is a metaphor for the suffering and the wrath of God that Jesus was about to endure before his crucifixion. So again, drinking on behalf of us, the people. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I need your help here. They stand out to me because of hopefully theories that we'll see tomorrow when the album comes out. And hopefully if they are true and there's any metaphor here to religion, that means all of your theories were true. About what Clancy/Tyler is. So him, kind of being the savior of Dema and whatnot. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I think these are really good. These are things I should have put in the episode last week. Yeah, 100%, especially since he says blood is on my tongue. For Jesus especially, it was like a double-edged sword. Like he knows that he needs to do it, and he is honored to be chosen by God to be his voice. You know what I mean? So even though he was beaten, he was bruised, he was pushed to the limits, he kept going because he knew it needed to be done.
Yeah, he knew it had to be done, and it had to be him.
Yes. And he had to do it alone. There was nobody else that could do it for him. The take this cup from me, I actually saw it more of like a cup is a vessel. Ooh, look at us.
Yeah.
A cup is a vessel for holding things. And in ancient times, especially in these two verses, wine was special. It's a celebratory drink. It's something you not just drink just like water. It's important. It's a important beverage. You know what I mean? So he's saying, take this body from me. I don't want to be in it. I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
But I, again, know that I have to. So I think that's kind of what those two verses mean. And I think those are perfect examples of my theory of Clancy being Jesus. And it ties perfectly with the song too. So
yeah. And I think it ties perfectly into my personal feelings and interpretation of this song. Not that I am the Jesus of our family. I would never claim to be that. But I think I mentioned this in the Trapdoor episode. The listeners hopefully know, and you know, I'm big on the men's mental health thing because it often gets overlooked, in my opinion, and a lot of men's opinion. But I think as dads and husbands and, you know, kings, if you will, of our family units, and whether if you don't believe in that and you know, have some other philosophy about gender roles and whatever, I'm sorry, I'm talking in generalities here.
No, but usually you're talking about what we personally believe in,
especially in America,
and we've made it very clear that we don't by any means say that that's the way to be. It's what our culture has taught us, particularly personally.
Yeah,
and so we're only speaking on what we know. And
all that aside, mostly because of the opposite example in my life growing up, I've taken it upon myself that I need to be this person. I carry that burden for myself. Mm-hmm. So how this song pertains to me and every time I hear it is my life. I continue, if the kids are mean or nasty to me, I keep showing up with my face bruised and I keep coming back, and I'll keep coming back for them because I have to. There's no one else besides you that will. They're mine. Their health and well-being is my responsibility. So sometimes it really sucks and it's really mean and nasty. Like teenagers can be rough, but I'll keep coming back, you know, and just keep trying for them. Sometimes work is really hard, you know, and it's been hard in my past, and I just keep going back. I have to provide, you know, so even though it's bad and beaten and bruised, I will keep going back. I haven't talked about this a lot, but I don't have the best or any relationship with my family, really. And as I look back on that and how it got to that point, I would always go back. My brothers made fun of me a lot, but I would always go back striving and craving their attention. My parents would sometimes ignore me or not be that involved, and I would go back and try to talk to them and crave that attention back. And like, I just keep putting myself through it, even though I knew I was going to cut my lip. I just kept going back because we need that. Mm-hmm. And at some point I overcame that, and as it pertains to them, and I stopped going back because I have my own family to worry about. But now having that burden to always be there for you guys, I'll keep going back. Even if it's the hardest thing I have to do, I'm going to do it. And it isn't what I want. I don't want it to be hard. Just like he says, blood on the tongue is not what he wants, but he has no choice. Mm-hmm. And so I feel that as a man and as a dad and a husband, sometimes you just have no choice, and it's going to be hard, but you got to do it. And I think the end of the song and the bridge is important. You guys are my pride, and I have to lean on you guys in the good times. Think about the good times. The kids may be total jerks sometimes, and I hate to put all this on them, but they're teenagers, so they're jerks, right?
It's a hard time of life. I mean, yeah.
My Chemical Romance is a whole song about teenagers. It's not a great
season of life. So
they're hot and cold, you know. Sometimes they're my best buddy, and sometimes they're just awful. But I lean on them in those good times to keep it going because I'm the lion of the house and got to lean on the pride. So yeah, I think that's how it hits me, and every time I hear it. And just one more note, you know, I don't know if everyone's heard it or has the chance, but check out the Location Sessions version of this song. I think it's from Brooklyn. it's just Tyler, no Josh, and he kind of creates it there with different tools. But at the end, before the audience even applauds for him, he says thanks. And that it's kind of quirky and kind of cute or whatever, but like normally people say thanks when in return for something. I think he says it like, thank you guys for being here and listening to this and listening to me create. I get that from that. Like he's saying thank you preemptively, like thank you for letting me do this. Yeah. And not thank you for clapping for me. Thank you for allowing me to be here. So
that sounds like a Tyler thing to do.
100%. Because like most people would sit there and like take a bow or put the, and wait for the showering of applause and be like, thank you, thank you, thank you. But he's like says thanks to them is how I take it. So yeah, that's my take on this song.
I'm going to do one step further as well with that is that the Reconstruct version is also phenomenal. It's actually the first time I ever heard that song was when I saw the Reconstruct version. It's so good. Really, really great. But the funny thing is in that one, he says during a different song, not that song particularly, but he says that he's got his headphones on and he's like, I can't hear you if you're applauding. Yeah. So like, I don't know if you like it or not, but I hope you do. It's kind of cute. Yeah. But I'm just going to very quickly go through what I believe the song to be, because I actually thought you would do what I said, but you didn't. So I'll add my 2 cents into it. I always saw this song as a relationship song, not a music industry song. Almost akin to Tear in My Heart, especially the music video where she's a carver. She's a butcher with a smile. Yeah. She hurts him, but he still loves her, still goes back because that's what love is, right? Love is not always great. It's painful. Yeah. It's not wonderful sometimes, but the times that it is worth it, So I see that as that he keeps going back even though he's abusing himself. I've said before, and I'll go into it again at another point, but I really truly feel like Tyler is anxiously attached, like I am, because a lot of his words really relate to the things that I feel. But even though you're going to constantly abuse yourself, you still go back to that person because not that they're physically abusing you. Please don't do that. Please get help if you need it. Yeah. But it's a love. And that's what real love is. It's always 100% wonderful. It's working things out together and fighting for what's important, which is yourselves together. So I think that's kind of what he's talking about. When he says lean on my pride, I feel pride is a double meaning word there because a group of lions is literally a pride. It's a group, it's a family of lions, right? Yeah. So he leans on his family, but he also leans on things that make him proud. And I think it also means that his family makes him proud. Mm-hmm. So when he says I'm a lion, he draws the courage and the lion's roar kind of thing that you talk about. Lions represent courage and represent bravery. So I think he pulls on that from his family and his group, but also the things that he's proud of that he's created, whether it be his children, his relationship, his music, to get that courage. So I feel like that's what he means when he says, lean on my pride, I'm a lion.
Yeah, and I think it extends beyond his family. I think it extends to Josh and Josh's family and everybody,
The things he's created, his relationships as well with other people. So, I mean, it could be a relationship with Josh as well. I'm sure they're not always wonderful together. They seem like they are, and I'm sure they're the best of friends. But I'm sure there's been times when they've butt heads about things that, they weren't quite so sure about. But you keep going back because that relationship is important.
Yeah, I didn't go down the romantic relationship highway because you're sitting across from me and I'm afraid of you. But no, I'm kidding. It's because I don't feel like necessarily abused by you in any sense. But yeah, I see where you're going with that. I alluded to the relationship part with our kids or my personal relationship with the family, but I totally get what you're saying in a I guess romantic relationship is what you were going with, where there is a lot of things that happen there, and if you really want it and you want to be part of it and keep it going, you have to keep coming back.
Yeah. And I want to make sure everybody understands when I say that when he says abuse and we say abuse, I don't think either of us mean the violent abuse.
Right. 100%.
I think it's more like the painful.
The normal emotional things.
Yeah. Emotional pain that you feel. the rust around the rim, I forgot to mention, you sometimes can see that there's something maybe not so great in your relationship, but you're still going to keep trying because that's what's important. Yeah. So
you can't give up.
Nope.
Well, and I just have one more thing to close this up and put a bow on it and bring us full circle back to Breach. A lot of people were saying from the listening parties, like, oh my gosh, I'm not sure if I like this based on what they heard in that quick moment. I used to skip this song. I used to skip a lot of songs because I didn't get them. I didn't know. Started listening more, spent some time with it, sat with it, listened to it in private, read the lyrics as I listened to it. And it takes on a whole new meaning and means something very deep to me now, just like Pet Cheetah does. All those things where they were skip songs. I'm like, these are goofy. I don't care about what is this cut my lip. This, we've said many times, this band does that. It provokes thoughts if you really give it the time. And I feel like the more we listen to Breach tomorrow and going forward with the words in front of us and some visuals from hopefully more videos, I think it's going to mean a lot more later. And those songs you'll fall in love with eventually.
Absolutely.
So
very excited.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It's going to be a great day, you guys.
Yeah. And we're going to talk all about it on Saturday. So hopefully you listen and tune in for our thoughts on Breach. And we're holding on to, just like Debby was holding on to a secret, and Josh, so are we, because we heard them, and guys, they're so good.
So good.
They're so good. So hopefully some of you out there can join us in our excitement because you went to a listening party. But if you didn't, just know you're in for a treat tomorrow.
Yes. In advance, happy Breach Day.
Yeah. And listen to us first, then listen to Breach. No. Priorities, people. Okay. But yeah, it's great. I'm excited.
Yeah.
And bittersweet, I guess, because we're going to go into a downtime, but it's good for them and good things. We're going to get lots of posts about Baby Done.
Oh my gosh, I hope so. Please post about it. So, I have to see Baby Done.
There's going to be a lot of, I think, personal things to connect us to the band outside of the music in this downtime. I don't think they're going to disappear. They're not in that phase of life right now. So
I hope so.
Excited for that. And thanks, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for following. And if you win our contest, you might just get an exclusive sticker as well.
Possibly.
These things are on the black market selling like hotcakes. So. Hey, yeah, good episode. Way to go. Great job.
Good job.
Awesome. Yeah, we're clickbait and so are you.
Stay alive, friends.
Show.